Hola Valle, bienvenidos, hello, and welcome Valley to this year's Hispanic Heritage Special, where we'll introduce you to the very rich tradition and history of Hispanic American culture. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Sydney Hernandez, your host. Empezamos. September 15th through October 15th is National Hispanic American Heritage Month, and it's recognized all around the United States. This is a way to pay tribute to the generations of Hispanic Americans who positively influenced and enriched our nation and society. And of course, what is Hispanic heritage without the rich music, specifically los mariachis? Mariachi music plays a major role in Hispanic culture, and some of the best mariachi groups are right here in the Valley. Our Marco Ramirez paid a visit to one band that's gotten national attention for decades. He also got some musical lessons from them. Here's UTRGV's Mariachi Atzlan.
I think the musicians here are very passionate and they have a lot of love for the music.
With every music note played and every lyric that is sung, each member of UTRGV's Mariachi Atzlan have shown their passion for mariachi music, and many of them say it's not as easy as it looks. While these young musicians are professionals at their craft, players like Jacob Contador have dedicated their entire lives perfecting the music. For Contador, that dedication started with the help of his family when he was just 3 years old.
I'm a second-generation musician, so my family and I have been very passionate about music since I was very young. We started singing mariachi at our local churches whenever my parents would go and get invited. Our family would travel across the Rio Grande Valley singing.
While many of Mariachi Atzlan's members come from across the valley, there are some who come from out of state. Adolfo Torres came all the way from Las Vegas to continue his dedication to the mariachi craft. He says striving to be a part of Mariachi Atzlan comes with its challenges.
It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a little bit, maybe a lot of struggle. But I think it's worth it in the end. I would love to go teach somewhere. Maybe either here, maybe back at home, or maybe somewhere else completely different.
Dalia Guerra founded Mariachi Atzlan back in 1989. She was only a lecturer at the university when she formed the group.
I became chair of music, so I was able to grow the program in that way. And we started off with a very tiny group. We started off selling chicken plates on a street corner, black pants, white shirts, just from scratch. So little by little, as the groups from the high schools began to enter, UTPA at the time, as they entered, they were becoming better trained in the high schools, and so we had this feeder program.
While Mariachi Atzlan is a prominent group that travels across the nation to perform, including going on tour with Aida Cuevas, the band is also an academic program that offers these students a degree in mariachi music. For the staff members who are by their side every day, it's not just their passion to improve their students that drives them, but also the need to represent their culture.
I think my biggest goal is just taking the heritage and the culture. You know, mariachi music sometimes is portrayed in movies as a party type of singing type of thing, but it's more than that. You know, there's a rich culture and heritage behind it.
It's spreading all over the valley. As you see, there's more. There's a lot. Almost every high school in the valley there's a mariachi. More and more middle schools are having their own mariachi, so it's really spreading.
And with that rich culture surrounding the community I grew up in here in the valley, our production crew and I tried to see if we got what it takes to be in mariachi. While we are not as nearly as talented as the players on Mariachi Atzlan, these musicians take pride in their work and hope to inspire future generations to continue that tradition.
Just keep going and don't listen to the people who tell you not to.
Well, incredible, Marco. Great job. Buen trabajo. They now have a total of 4 groups that are in UTRGV's mariachi program. And Edinburgh is a musically talented city, from their mariachis that we just heard from to banda. A huge band making an international name for themselves is Grupo Frontera. Now, Grupo Frontera started in Edinburgh, and they're now touring worldwide, performing even for presidents. The group has collaborated with huge names like Shakira, Bad Bunny, and even Peso Pluma, making the Valley proud. The group has continued to shine through the RGV and make sure to remember their roots, coming down several times a year for performances all across the 956. While the music is perfection, the food is right up there. When it comes to Hispanic cuisine, just a few years ago, all the craze was about convenient, fast service, finger-licking good antojito sold out of food trucks. But now, Valley chefs offering some of the traditional dishes we all love, with a focus on serving up a fine dining experience. Our Daisy Martinez introduces us to the Sabores del Valle.
Chilmoli Mexican Steakhouse is the latest addition to downtown Brownsville. It's the culmination of an idea that sparked between 3 friends. The young entrepreneurs drew inspiration for this restaurant by looking back at their ancestors. It's evident from the art decor on the walls, the food, and even the name.
Chilmoli means in Nahuatl means salsa, the mixture of chiles. If you go back to your family, to the carne asadas you do with that family gather, there's not a good carne asada without a good salsa.
Salsa is our love language.
To reach the perfect combination of authentic Mexican taste and experience, they enlisted the help of executive chef Rafael Villalpando. He's traveled the U.S. and world, learning from other chefs, innovating recipes, and perfecting his skills. But Villalpando says it's his grandmother's cooking that's a constant influence in his dishes.
I put a lot of pork lard, because in Mexico they use a lot of pork lard. But this is something that makes a lot of flavors. And it's when you remember when your grandmother makes something in the morning, because your grandmother put pork lard for everything. He
isn't just cooking to satisfy people's hunger.
Always when I put my effort for every dish I make, I'm trying to make it like a magic. That's why I love this career.
A unique experience for customers is personal satisfaction.
When my runner take my plate and put the plate at the table, and the people make like expression when it's really happy, this is something I'm really happy.
And no Mexican restaurant would be complete without a stiff drink to wash it all down.
We have over 30 mezcales and tequilas as well.
Salud. We also made our way over to Harlingen's downtown, home to Provecho y Salud.
For us, it means provecho. You get your dinner, we're going to say provecho. We want them to enjoy their dinner. Salud, well, salud, get your margaritas, salud,
John Vargas is the owner, executive chef, and everything in between. He's been a chef for decades in bigger cities like Houston. He recently moved to the RGV to be closer to family and quickly discovered there was a need he could fulfill.
We want to keep them happy. They like the experience coming down here, It's not just a regular lunch or dinner.
Providing top quality dishes is a priority.
We make sure we get the best, the freshest vegetables, produce, the best meats.
John is creative and innovative with his dishes to make sure customers get something they've never had before.
With our chile rellenos stuffed with shrimp, mushrooms, spinach, with the carne asada wrapped around it. Our salmon with the chimichurri sauce on top, with the cilantro lime rice. The mahi with the roasted red bell pepper sauce.
For that extra Mexican touch, there's Frida Kahlo art on the walls, huge modern industrial chandeliers, and a wall-to-wall fully stocked liquor shelf for these beautiful drinks.
We use a lot of fruits, freshly squeezed lemon and lime juice on our margaritas. No powdered mix. No one wants powder mix in a margarita. Everything's fresh. The watermelon tahini margarita is made with real watermelon.
John says the community has effortlessly welcomed this dining concept and his one-of-a-kind cooking.
This is the official date night restaurant. Everything we just created, we had a vision how we wanted to do things, and it came out perfectly.
Celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, I'm Daisy Martinez.
Just like Daisy showed us, the taste from our valley food is unlike anywhere else. And that's exactly why I wanted to bring along one of my good friends, our sports anchor, Blake Holland. You may recognize him. He's headed down to try some authentic Mexican food. He's never had this before. We're introducing him to our culture. Vamos.
Salsa's a little hot. It always gets me, man. Every time. Chalupas are immaculate.
So we are at Blanquitas. So Blake, Blanquitas is a multi-generational restaurant here in Harlingen.
Okay.
So we know that you're not from the Valley, but we love you so much and we welcome you into our beautiful abode. But Blanquitas is one of the popular places. As you know, it was a Food for Thought top performer. So we wanted to bring you to an authentic place that we felt you were going to get a good experience. You're going to get that rich Hispanic culture. And then, of course, the food is really good. You pick whatever you want.
I will say the one thing down here is the flour tortillas.
Oh, you like the
they
flour
make
tortillas?
a difference.
Dude.
They make a difference. What is carne guisada? What is that? What I'll do the street tacos, I think.
Okay.
That sounds pretty good. Oh, sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's one plate.
So we got the taco, the chalupa, enchiladas, rice and beans, refried beans.
Thank you.
That looks so good. Let me move this. You have had enough chips for now.
Probably.
We will get back to it. But have you had any of this before?
I mean, I've had it from like Taco Bell, but I don't think that counts, so I think this will be a step up. I think we'll see.
Awesome.
Oh, these look good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ooh, this looks so good.
Will do. It's good. It's good.
I bet.
I can feel the warmth going through my whole body right now. It's like, this is good stuff right here. I'm gonna eat this one enchilada right here. You can taste the love. Chalupas are immaculate. I'll get a green salsa.
Clean. Beautiful.
So I'm getting my greens in today with green salsa. I swear you can't get any more
Authentic?
good authentic food like this anywhere else.
Yeah.
Really. Let me get one more bite of this. I really like the street tacos. I love tacos, so it's right up my alley. But I also really like the beef enchilada too.
Overall, do you think that? So you're from St. Louis, right? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
St. Louis.
St.
Okay,
Louis,
I just want to
yes.
make sure. Okay. So you've traveled a lot. You're quite the cultured man. We love this for you. You've gone to a lot of places, a lot of friends in different states. Have you had anything that you feel is this authentic, Mexican-wise, anywhere else?
Never. I've had plenty at home. It doesn't even compare.
Yeah, like
to-
is an official Valleyite. We love you, Blake, and now you've had some of our food, so
Yes.
good stuff. Blake approved.
Boom.
Safe to say we're officially welcoming Blake into our Hispanic heritage. Hey, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Regresamos en punto.